Alright, so Enfield's got some new demo that came for the PlayStation gameplay demo. Seems like most of the things are about the same, but we're gonna take the time to look through whatever that happens within this gameplay demo. There is a big mega boss that they show, but I want to see in terms of like mechanics and whatnot, what did they change, what did they improve, or maybe just changed. All right. Okay. Breathe. Let's go. Damn, cinematic. Right off the bat. Oh, I like that. That's good. It's very simple, but that's good.
Administrator has arrived.
I like the fonts that they're using in the game. I think it's a little bit different from the previous, but yeah. Okay, so choose who you are. This is very early in the game that you get very intimidated by the choice of whether you are female or male. Oh, why she pull her neck like that?
You've arrived. What took you so long?
Sorry, I was held up.
Did you have a voice all the time? I don't remember if you always had a voice.
Solely yours, but stolen and tainted. Your fate isn't confined to one path. This time, leave no regrets. Travel forth, Administrator.
Let's go.
Originium is the pillar of life. The link that
I like the
connects
map. It looks I can't tell if it's exactly the same or if it
This
looks a bit
expedition
different.
Must not fail.
In me, it feels a bit different. Something about the textures of the snow doesn't feel quite the same.
This will be a difficult campaign.
Oh, even the blight doesn't look the same.
Pause when you're ready.
But then again, is it just this map where the blight looks purplish? The snow physics look better. Yeah, it doesn't feel quite the same. It feels very... I need to make a comparison with my own gameplay, but like, there's quite a bit of world details and at the same time,
The enemy
the sound stage as well, it feels a little bit like there's improvements, but I don't know if it's placebo and whatnot that I'm feeling all these. Alright, so showing people how final attack works. Dodge. Dodge doesn't interrupt basic attack sequences. Perfect dodge will restore a small amount of SP. Okay, this is what we
most alien life
saw.
that never tires.
Okay, we see a dodge come in play. Oh, but they're not showing SP at the moment. Ooh, I like that.
We resisted their
Okay,
ruin
okay.
and
I like that dodge has a little blue flash animation to tell you that you've actually performed a good dodge. I feel like there's a lot more smoke animation as well than previously. So it goes to say that they are really allowing for more things to occur. There's a sword in the floor. You can see that, right? On the right. SP regenerates over time. Hitting enemy in final strike also restores SP. Was there always a sword there?
the Angloid grow in number.
Seems like I didn't notice this sword when I first played.
This town
The sword is definitely something AK related, but I wouldn't know whose sword it is. So you hold, when you play on the controller, you're supposed to hold onto a button and after press your shape keys in order to perform your skill. So you're holding R1 and then you press the shape. Hold R1 and then... Oh. Hold and press and hold. Yeah, so you... In order to use a skill, you just tap. But if you hold down, it will then imply that you are casting an ult. It's the same that they did it with keyboard.
As its successor, we will not let it fall.
Alright, so this is the same thing that has occurred.
A legacy, a tomb, a lonely soul, never meant to bear such burdens.
You see, a plus point of us being AK players and being able to witness this when we play this, especially if you guys are AK story readers or even if you've read a summary, is that I think you will get to appreciate Endfield a bit more. It's not like people who don't play AK won't understand, you know, they get curious and it's up to them whether they want to find out more about AK itself to, you know, appease their intrigue. But otherwise, it won't hurt for them to only play this. Yeah, okay, wait, the smoke animation really does look neater. So they've changed the very first antagonist that you get to witness at the start of the game.
Let's strike forward.
I still want to be able to build these cannons, by the way. Okay? I don't mind that I don't get to see these cannons on like the first, you know, game launch patch. But like, I better be seeing this 2 years into the game, 3 years into the game. Like, let me build a base and let me now be able to build these freaking cannoneers. Alright? I need to feel this in the game. Yeah, I need my cannon to be on the scale of the Londinian cannon.
It is our nature.
This cutscene? No, the cutscene's gotta be real soon.
Rise from ruin and be reborn in the ashes. The end draws closer. Cross this chasm to face your final trial.
So that's, of course, Patriot himself. Again, people who play this game probably wouldn't know who they are looking at or what they are looking at, you know. But us, even if we know who he is, of course, the question as an AK player is, why is he here? You know? Right, we're in a different world. Why is Patriot still here? No, there's definitely a lot more. They're very free. Oh, there's a girl scream. That's quite scary. But you can see that the gas, like the snow fume animation that they keep doing, there's a lot more of it, definitely, in this one.
Stay with me, child. We won't leave you. All right? Feeling cold? Here, come closer. Feeling warmer now?
Yes, I wonder where do we see this? Right? They changed what's in the middle, I think. Did they? Or did they not? What was in the middle back then? Was it also this thing? What was it in the middle last time? Epitaph. It was just a block. But now it seems that this block is more than just a block. There was a mini boss here. Oh.
Through death as chill as the cosmic abyss.
We'll read chapter 15. I will, chat. I will be reading chapter 15 in due time. I'll make sure I do so before Endfield releases.
And for the days to come, you sacrificed yourself.
I think getting rid of the tutorial here makes good sense, by the way. I don't think this boss was all that special.
That you would find the answer on your own. And find your true self.
This intro feeling faster is good. You know, less tutorials, let's get to the good stuff. Damn! Erection of a tower. What? Oh, it's you again. Wait, she destroyed me so quickly! I built a tower only to be destroyed? Huh? Oh! Whoa! That looks really... Okay. That's such a big scale boss. Oh, and you have pseudo characters.
Careful, don't get hit.
So it's showing how the characters will fight automatically, okay. But you can only use yourself for this battle.
Now, break its arm.
Oh, this is body parts boss. Arm to head kind of thing. Okay, so they're showing combo skills within this one. It's not gonna tell you the synergy just yet, but it's telling you that you get combo skills within it. So this is still part of the tutorial. I wonder if you can die. I hope they let you die. It'll be good. It'll be funny to fail a tutorial. And then you get the journalists complaining, this game is terrible, I couldn't get past tutorial. Okay, so they're showing how to do out. That is cool! I love that! Oh, extra enemies have spawned with it. Is he speaking an unknown language? He's definitely not speaking English. Oh! Good one. He lost an arm. He took out the sword! Wow! Whoa! Very cool. You know, on one hand, it might look very silly that all you're doing is running around. But then again, if you put this in a real scenario where you have a giant freaking thing trying to fight you, what else can you do? You can only run around! Oh wait, I was right! I predicted the boss! I said it's hands to head gaming. Destroy the hands and you destroy the head. That's really cool. Well, she's unfazed by what just happened. Oh! There's a timer!
You must stop that countdown. Death is nearing the shore.
Oh, it's cool. It's very cool. They allow all the operators to, you know, deal with where they are. Like, try to deal with the sword as much as possible. But I'm assuming this is a forced cutscene. You have no choice. You can't stop the countdown. This is a very impressive first impression.
Waiting.
I would say. Very, very impressive first impression once you get in. Okay, here's my thoughts as to how they changed the tutorial, right? So one of the things is that they shortened the tutorial, which I think is awesome. It gets to the juicy part fast, right? And my thoughts as to them showing this boss and allowing a boss to appear in the tutorial, I feel like it gives people a pretty good impression because it tells you a bit of like what the focus of this game is going to be, where it was already what I kind of thought when I was looking at Enfield. So even though Enfield has the base building part, right? I did mention to you guys that the wonders of the base building part is that once you're done building the base, you'll have a lot of time to play a lot of the other content that's in the game. And the best part of all is that base allows you to farm materials AFK. So you don't have to be so concerned. You're not gonna like spend your days of coming into the game just like, you know, grinding the same materials all the time. Because that's pretty boring. You know, that's most of what other gacha games do. Of course, there's gonna be a bit of grind, but like it's kind of lessened to a certain extent. So the thing is that when you have more time available for other things, you can then focus on things like wonderful bosses or wonderful game modes that you get to enjoy. So seeing a boss like this, right, when you first come in the game, I feel like the good first impression that people will get is, you know, this game is going to be very much resembling maybe a game like Cuphead or Nier Automata, right? Or even Dark Souls. The reason why you play those games is you're looking forward to what's the next big boss, what's the next thing that can occur, you know. The boss gameplay is really, really bad. Just dodge one and hit the hand. Doesn't do anything. I mean, the thing is that it's a tutorial after all. So this is possibly a boss that we'll see again, right? We're not expecting this boss to be crazy. Again, like I said, we're not gonna create a tutorial where you apparently have a game journalist telling people I can't clear the tutorial. You know, it's completely fine that the boss is simple for the start. But the thing is, at least in terms of the impression that you get, is that, oh, I get to witness things like this. I don't disagree though, that for people who want hardcore gameplay, does this give them a bad impression? Where in a sense that, oh, because this boss looks really easy, right? Then what does this mean for the other bosses? So I don't disagree towards that. That yeah, you might then end up feeling like, oh no, you know, but it's fine. To me, like it's a good tone. And the thing is, everything is like cutscene, right? You're not meant to defeat this boss. You're just meant to learn the mechanics. The whole point of this is, you know, you're learning your combo skills, you're learning how to sync up your attacks, a bit more of dodge, a bit more of SP management. So it's completely okay. You know, telling people about the objectives and showing people that your units will attack different objectives if there are different objectives, like in that sword cutscene where you have all the swords in different places. You know, it's showing you what this game could do in a sense. You know, I think one of the big things that we're gonna see when Enfield releases compared to the beta is the beta only had 3 or if not 4 major bosses that we got to witness, but we didn't get to see like any more than that. But I do believe that when this game launches, there's going to be a lot more that we'll get to witness, and even more cooler enemies, you know. Again, this boss has zero, like, this boss is basically just a health bar. He doesn't have much abilities, right? His attacks aren't even that scary. His attacks are visually cool, but in truth, they don't do much. But if we see from the enemies that have already appeared in the beta, we do see that there is a chance for them to set up for very, very cool stuff. Okay, by the way, I just want to come to the point of the dodge part. So, again, I'm completely fine that there's dodge within the game. And they did make it look a lot nicer, right? With the whole blue animation to show you that that's perfect dodge. And it can be a little bit of a concern for the fact that the dodge grants SP. But I think there's a new dodge bar.
For over it never tires.
Yeah, there's a new dodge bar. Right? This is the stamina bar, is it? They changed the stamina bar. Stamina bar used to be a circle, but now it's a like a just a vertical bar beside. So the thing that this seems to imply is that your stamina did dodge use stamina previously? So I think when you fail the dodge, you get penalized in terms of you actually have a big stamina hit. But if you do a perfect dodge, the stamina use is less. So you are punished in a sense. Like, you are rewarded for good dodge, but if you've played this game before, you need to know that good dodge is not that exactly easy, depending on certain enemies. And one of the things that I already foresee is that we're gonna get enemies that will counter stamina very easily. We've already seen it in the case of, like, there's an enemy that doesn't even care that you dodge, right? We've seen it in the first world, where one of the enemies can't let you dodge at all because he simply does a double attack, which means you need to anticipate the double attack, you need to be out of his reach during the double attack. Then there is another enemy that doesn't even allow you to dash or doesn't even allow you to dodge. One of the things I foresee is that we're gonna get enemies that will ruin your stamina bar in the future, which would also mean that you will have a harder time to dodge as well, or maybe increase your stamina consumption for all we know, right? Meaning like per dash use, stamina is more. So I think there's a lot of good things that I see over here in a sense that, like, for now, we don't have to be too worried about all these little mechanics being like very action or whatnot. Because one of the things I strongly foresee is it all comes down to enemy design. Like, all the enemies are just paper, HP numbers, just a attack stat. Of course, I agree, it's gonna be very boring. But if the enemies are well crafted and they play against the mechanics that we have, like if you have an enemy that automatically halves your HP when you enter the battle, or like an enemy that, I mean, imagine CC in this game. The same CC conditions that you see, right? Or even have enemies that the more you prolong the fight, the higher their attack becomes, right? Or the more you hit them, the greater their movement speed, things like that. It's all going to be very, very fun to witness within this game, and I'm looking forward towards that. Okay, but I don't think you can analyze all that much from this particular trailer gameplay that we watch over here. I just think it does look like a cleaner game. I like the changes they made to the tutorial. I like that there's a little bit more story connection that they try to put together with AK. Again, not in a way that it intimidates people who don't play AK, because in the first place, you don't get anything. But one, interesting to AK players. Two, even for people who don't know about it, they'll also be asking the same questions that we are asking. What is this? Why do we see this here? And we'll find out all together as we're playing Enfield. And I think that's going to be pretty good. Look forward to see another gameplay. We already know that this game is in a good progress at the moment, slated for release within early 2026. So yeah, look forward to that.